Hey, what is up YouTube? This is the Merman Master coming at you guys from the Team Time Riders YouTube channel, and I am so excited to be back after a very long hiatus. And I thought, what more perfect way to return than to profile for you guys a deck that I've been waiting to show you for a very long time. In honor of the release of Power of Elements next week, apparently going on sneak peek. Man, the time sure does fly. I have my ultimate character deck style Jaden Yuki Season 2 Elemental Hero Neos build. I'm really excited to show this to you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. Starting out first, we've got the 3 Elemental Hero Neos. This is the master card of the deck. You know, the card that functions to make all of your plays possible. And of course, accompanying Neos, we're not playing just any 4, but we're playing all 6 of your Spacians. Now, your Spacians really not that good on their own. I mean, some of them are, but you're really using them to help facilitate some of the plays that you're going to be doing in the deck. And so they're a very important component to kind of some of the play structures and styles that you're trying to do. Most importantly, Aqua Dolphin for hand traps, and Grand Mole for non-targeting, non-destruction removal through a bounce. Now, down from 3 in my previous build, we are only playing 1 of Space Connector. Now, this card used to be really great back when there was not a lot of Neo support, but it's not that good right now given the fact that it's stopped by almost everything. Ash, Effect Veiler, Infinite Impermanence, anything can pretty much stop this card right in its tracks. Now, brand new for this build as well is we have 2 copies of Keeper of Dragon Magic. This card is fantastic because it can search you your polymerization. You can grab a Neos onto the field face down, or a Spacian monster, whichever one you're looking for, and then those guys can then be used face down for a contact fusion into any one of your people. Now we've got our hero engine. So we've got 1 copy of Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, 1 copy of Elemental Hero Prisma for obvious reasons, 1 copy of Elemental Hero Blazeman to search the polymerizations, and then finally we have 2 copies of your Elemental Hero Neos, pretty much honest kind of guy. You know, really great card for going for those OTK plays. Finally, we're going to round out our monsters with 1 copy of Rainbow Dragon for obvious reasons. I was running the Yugioh build for a little while, but have decided to change things up on that front. That's going to do it for our monsters. Now we're going to be moving into our spells and traps. Put that over there. Starting out with our spells, we have 3 copies of Neos Fusion. In my opinion, the best card in the entire deck, bar none. Basically, Neos Fusion is a 1-card Rainbow Neos or any one of your 6 extra deck monsters, which is just a fantastic way to get to the pieces that you need. One unfortunate fact, though, guys, is the fact that it will not allow you to special summon any monsters for the remainder of the turn after you activate this card. So basically what you want to do is you want to get all of your combo plays going, and then you want to activate this card at the end to get the kind of main piece that you're going for. Now, the way that I built this deck is really to focus on a lot of the OG cards. So it's not going to be a Brave Neos Turbo or anything like that. Now, moving on to the next card. This is undisputedly the best card in the entire deck. We've got 3 copies of Fusion Deployment. Now, Fusion Deployment is a super good card because we're running a GX era deck. Basically, any fusion material monster listed on a card, you can special summon that monster from your hand or your deck by revealing the fusion monster that you're going to summon. So for instance, I have Air Neos here. If I'm going to want to summon out a Neos monster, I can reveal the Air Neos and then special summon that Neos monster, or I can special summon the Air Hummingbird, whichever piece I'm missing. Best part about it is you're not restricted into summoning a specific fusion monster. So you can pretty much, anything that's listed on this extra deck here, you can pretty much use in your main deck. Next, moving on, we have 3 copies of Miracle Contact. Now, Miracle Contact grabs cards from your hand, deck, or from your hand, field, and graveyard, and sends them back into the deck. So it allows you a lot of flexibility in fusion summoning and contact fusing with your Neos cards. Of course, we're going to follow that up with one copy of Contact Out, which is all about those OTKs. You make a big double or triple contact fusion monster by shuffling everything back into your deck. Contact Out allows you to bring them back. Best use of this card is actually using it together with your Nebula Neos to get its draw effect off multiple times per turn when you have a Grand Mole and a Dark Panther alongside your Neos, which is really, really cool. Now, moving on. Brand new, recently bumped up to 2 and then to 3, we've got a Hero Lives. Now, the reason why I love the Hero engine in this deck still is because it is a fantastic way to facilitate a ton of cool interactions. Like when you have your Neos, you know, you can send the Neos to the grave off of like Prisma. You can grab Shadow Mist for a Brave Neos polymerization play. Like there's a number of different ways that you can take it, and bumping the number of Hero Lives up to 2 allows us to do that. 3 is a little bit too much, given the fact that I neither like nor run Stratos in this particular strategy. I've decided to keep it out for that sake, and to kind of go along with the continuity that we have with this being kind of an anime deck. Speaking of searching cards, we've got 2 copies of Emergency Call in here. And now we're going to be moving on to my personal favorite card. I'm going to show you guys more about this card in the combo videos. This here is the ultimate card, Favorite Hero. Now, Favorite Hero I love because it combines together so well with the rest of the deck and grabs this card out. This is Neospace. Basically, the only thing that is stopping the original Neospacians from doing really, really well is the fact that you have to run a Neospace or have some way to keep them from returning to the extra deck. Favorite Hero grabs those cards right out of your deck, so you don't have to worry. It will increase the attack power of any of them by their own defense power. So you're getting a 4,500 beast plus 500 points, so that's 2,000. So that's 2,500 more, so the monster comes out at 5,000. Favorite Hero can detach itself to attack twice and protects the monster from being targeted. So you combine that together with Neos Fusion, and you have a monster, one of your original Neos Fusions that can't be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects, and probably has a huge amount of attack power to boot. Of course, now some of the main kind of pieces here. We've got 1 copy of Reinforcements of the Army, 1 copy of Polymerization for the search spells, and then finally, closing things out, we've got Wrath of Neos. This is just, you know, you can replace Wrath of Neos with anything, but I just kind of like to have it in here because it's really, really cool when you pull it out. That's pretty much like one of those plays that you have with the Prisma, where you summon it out, ditch the Neos to the graveyard, and then activate Wrath of Neos to return Prisma, blow up the whole board, and help to clear the way for some of your plays. Final 2 cards we have in here are Next. 2 copies of this card, down from 3 in my previous build, but I just love this card because it's great not only in a chump blocker standpoint, but in getting a bunch of stuff out to help facilitate more plays. That's going to do it for our main deck. Moving on to the extra. The extra deck is exactly 15 cards, and we're keeping it all fuselicious, as Chumley likes to say. First card out we have here, Air Neos, is your OTK machine. This will basically get you all your plays, and you know, is awesome combined together with Hero Lives. Aqua Neos, 1 copy of that for ditching cards out of your opponent's hand. Flare Neos, I'm running more spells and traps in this deck than ever before, and combined together with your opponents, this guy can get up to, you know, 75 to 8,000 attack power and can end games on his own. So I really like him. Grand Neos for bouncing things back to your opponent's hand. Glow Neos, which is one of my personal favorites. Great for popping floodgate spell cards that are face up on your opponent's side of the field. So super, super awesome card. And then finally, 2 copies of my favorite Neos fusion monster. That is a Dark Neos. Dark Neos is really good, primarily for the fact that you can bring him to the field first turn and negate his effect. So he won't return back to the extra deck, whereas the rest of these guys will. So that's another thing that kind of separates him apart. Now moving on to our triple contact fusions. We've got 1 copy of Elemental Hero Nebula Neos, best one in the deck for draw effects and negation. Elemental Hero Magma Neos for high attack power. Then we have a Chaos Neos in here as well. And finally, we have Storm Neos, who is also good for its heavy storm based effect. Now for some of the other Neos monsters we've got, we're closing things out with Elemental Hero Neos Knight, Elemental Hero Brave Neos for its attacking over and its ability to stay on the board, Elemental Hero Cosmo Neos, and finally Elemental Hero Rainbow Neos to close out the deck profile. That's going to do it for this Elemental Hero Jaden character deck style profile in preparation for Power of the Elements. Look forward to seeing you guys for the combo video. If you like the video, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the Team Time Riders Yugi YouTube channel. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys all again very soon. This has been the Merman Master, signing out. See you guys.